Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we got a spicy hip flow. So this is for my guys out there that are riding their bikes a ton, they're out there running. This is for my weekend warriors, the guys that have been sitting at a desk all week and they've just been frothing at the mouth to go hit the pickleball courts where you got to move back and forth and be super agile, but you've been sitting down all week. So we're gonna work on internal and external rotation. We're gonna get the hips strong and loose and ready so you can go have some fun, all right? So follow me here. We're gonna get a quick little set of 90-90 transitions just to warm up the hips. So lean back on your hands, right? We're just opening the hips up right now, letting the knees fall to either side. All right, we got about 10 more seconds of this. Again, nice and smooth. My hips are already warmed up, so if yours aren't, don't worry about it. All right, and we got one more to the other side. All right, so now we're gonna do some 90-90 reaches. So we're gonna stay in this position here in the 90-90, and we're gonna reach with our left hand as far as we can. Reach, and then we're gonna come back up. Reach, there we go. We got about a minute of this, so just follow me, guys. Reaching, coming back up, opening up the glutes here, working on internal and external rotation of the hips. All right, keep that core nice and strong, okay? Great, great, great before you go and get after it. All right, we got about 15 more seconds. Stay with me here. All right, we got a couple more. We got one more till we switch to the other side. All right, and let's switch. All right, and we're reaching across. And as you can see, I come up here, bracing with my core, and then I reach. It's all nice and controlled. So don't just fall into this. Be nice and controlled. Think about pressing those knees down into the ground so you're rooted into that ground. That's gonna work that internal and external rotation even more in the hips. All right, we're more than halfway done on this side. Got about 20 more seconds. Nice reach. Yeah, you should feel this in the glutes too. We got a couple more here. Last one. Nice big reach. Come up nice and strong. And we're gonna transition to a bridge. So I got my feet a little more than hip distance apart, so you can see here. All right, my hands are behind me. And I'm pressing my hips all the way through, and then I'm rocking my butt back in between my hands, and then pushing that hip all the way through. So we're just gonna rock back and forth here, kind of like hip thrusters, little more dynamic, right? Because we got a lot of weight on our hands at the moment. All right, we're gonna get a big press at the top, thrust those hips. We got a few more here. Let's do two more. Last one. All right, and we're gonna come into a frog stretch. So my knees are out wide, my feet are tucked underneath me, right? And I'm just pushing back, so I'm getting a nice stretch in the groin, and I'm coming back up. Pushing back, you can feel that stretch in the groin, coming up. Again, this is all about being more dynamic. So we're not doing so much of a static stretch here where we just hold it and be passive, all right? We're a little more dynamic, moving back and forth in that position so that your hips and your body are used to moving being functional and athletic. All right, so coming back, pushing forward. Got a couple more. And we're gonna do one more here. All right, last stretch we're gonna do is a deep squat hold, okay? So come into a nice deep squat. This is gonna focus on the end range of flexion in the hips for you guys. All right, we're just gonna hold that. Try to be relaxed. If you need to put something under your heels so that you can actually sit back on them, go for it. I've used door stoppers, I've used a book before, I've used a pillow. So if you're near a couch like I am, you can grab one of those pillows, stick it underneath your heels, and then you can sit back, all right? But for those of you that are still with me here, flat feet on the ground, rooted, all right? This is our natural resting posture. Breathe deep into the belly. Let's get 2 more deep breaths here together. And last one, inhale. And long exhale. All right, nice work, guys. Go out, play, have some fun, knowing that your hips are open and you can be more athletic on the court, up in the mountains, riding your bike, running with your friends, whatever it is you're doing, all right? Know that less chance of injury because you got greater range of motion in the hips and you're feeling strong, all right? So share this with your friends, whoever you're working out with. Subscribe, like, do all the things, and I will see you guys in the next video.